Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm going to show you the wholesale contract right now. It's actually pretty involved. Now, keep in mind we can actually modify it. So a lot of people are asking for things that protect lenders and partners, and we also can do some operating agreements. We got a few of those, but let me show you this real quick. What I do have for you, and make sure that I can actually bring it up for you. So this is going to be our wholesale contract. We got a lot of wholesale guys. Remember, we have the A to the B, we have the B to the C and all that. So this is pretty involved. If you guys would like to, see it, purchase contract and escrow instructions. So this purchase contract and escrow instructions is effective as of the latest date is executed by the parties. The effective date and comprises the entire contract and agreement between the seller, as defined in section 1.9 below, and buyer defined in section 1.9 below, collectively as parties. So this is really good, guys. You can have your basic terms, property address. You want to have your legal description. You can get it from the escrow agent. Get it, title company escrow agent. Get the legal description. It's a little bit more detailed than just the address. Obviously, you can put in your property. You got your earnest money, your purchase price, close of escrow. When is the close of escrow going to be? And then you got your escrow agent. Who's your escrow agent? Who's your escrow officer? The parties, the seller, and the buyer. How many inspection periods, guys? Keep in mind, here's the point. Always have for inspection periods or any kind of date, business days, and even sometimes put government business days. The last thing you want to do is miss something because, you skip over Memorial Day and all of a sudden you had 5 days. But if you had, Memorial Day, you're able to do it that next Friday, or if you didn't put government business days, somebody might, it's a stretch. I admit it, but it's an opportunity where you might lose a deal or lose some money or fundable deposit or something like that if you have the wrong terminology. So you could put government business days or business days, but I actually just go big, go home kind of thing. Government business days. Always protect yourself. And you got your escrow fees and costs, by the buyer, by the seller, standard title policy. There's, disclosures, HOA fees. So we want to get to learn how to work with this. The HUD-1 form is also very helpful in getting a lot of these fees and stuff figured out, and you'll get the HUD-1 form. You should have a copy of it a day or 2 days before the closing date. So this is great. Personal property, is 1.12 to be included in the sale includes all the items attached and affixed to the property's effective date. So you got additional terms and conditions, but under 1.12, you guys can make an addendum for any personal property that's going to be included in the sale. If there's going to be patio furniture left behind, appliances in most cases, things like that. So we get pretty good into the purchase and sale of property, status of the title, inspection and access to the property, release the deposit upon consolation. If there's an inspection period and you get a release, there should be dates in there. Like I said, government business days, as is, the purchasing conditions as of the, close of escrow, closing costs, what's the prorations, fair notice, remedies, attorney's fees. This gets into pretty good detail. Guys, remember, I'm not an attorney. I haven't got a lot of school. I do watch Law and Order, so I can kind of, who knows, have a little bit of help. And I am a great grandson of John Marshall, who was Chief Justice in 1803 to 1835. No oral changes of representation. Yeah, put this in there. Make sure there's no oral changes. Nothing can be verbal. You want everything in writing. If it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. You're not protected. Government business days. Miscellaneous. You want your addendums. This is all your addendums, your assignments. Buyer may assign this contract. Make sure if you're, the buyer, if you're buying it, and you're going to sign this, make sure that you're able to do this, and you have this in the language. And I also will sometimes tell people to initial, like put your initials here, both parties, everything. Just go down the thing and initial everybody. That way you say, hey, we went over this. And then you get down to the seller acknowledges and agrees that seller has read and fully understands the terms and conditions of this contract and is entering into this contract voluntarily and has not been threatened, coerced, or intimidated in signing this contract. Accepted. You guys want the initials, remember? So, you can also, like I said, you can initial and date here and here instead of all these little marks, but maybe sometimes it's good to make a notation and go, hey, we went over this. Lead based paint disclosure. There's some websites you can get some information on that. That's why this is such a good document. It's such a good contract. So just remember, this is a purchase contract and escrow instructions for, your deal, and you're going to accompany this with the, all the documents that they're going to ask for, as well as you want to have your HUD one for single family and stuff. When it's always going to be applicable. So get the HUD one. And then there's a couple places in there, if you have unique situations where people are getting paid, like if you're a private money broker and you're getting paid, then that'll be in there. And the lender's transaction coordinator will actually put that in the instructions in the HUD one to pay you. And because you don't get paid by the lender, you get paid by the title company, escrow, or closing agent at the title. This is a good deal for wholesaling. This isn't the contract for like an end use buyer. For the most part, if you're gonna sell it to a flipper or somebody to rent it and stuff like that, we have those too. But just to kind of give you guys a quick rundown of what this is. So it is available under wholesale contract in files tab. So that is files tab. That is the wholesale contract. I'll be coming back in a minute with another video.